Hey guys, so I am at my local Home Goods and I am here because I am looking for a jar to make my sun tea. So I wanted to make sure I had a glass jar and I didn't really have the size that I wanted because I just had small glass jars, like maybe 16 ounces. So I'm here to find a larger jar. So I just thought I'd bring you along. I see the jars. Whoops. So they have different sizes. They have this size. And this size, guys, is $4.99. But then they have this larger size, $5.99. And I like it because it's got where you can write it. And inside is the chalk to use it. This is glass, but I like this lid. And I like this size. So I think I'm gonna get this one. I was looking at this one here because it's only $3.99 and the size is good, but there's no label. Nowhere to write what it is. So I'm gonna get two of these with the chalkboard chalk inside. And stay tuned for my sun tea that I'll be making today. But I started by getting my guava leaves from my pineapple guava tree. And I decided to get some leaves from my pomegranate. So come along and we'll get that. As you can see, it's not a large tree. It is small. And you can see here, I got a bud. I'm just gently turning it around here. They start off looking like that. And now it is now looking like that. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what that means. It's my first year. So I'm going to get some of these leaves. These leaves are very small, but they are very soft. Unlike the guava leaves, they are a little bit, the guava leaves are a little bit rougher. They have a little bit more texture to them. Whereas look at these leaves. They're smoother. The pomegranate leaves are much smoother. And they really are very soft, guys. Now, I did smell them to see if they were fragrant, but they're not. They don't have a smell or anything to them. So I don't know how this will add to it, but I'm going to get a bunch of these since I do see that these leaves are prolific on this tree, so that's good. It won't miss it. I'm trying not to disturb those blooms. I would love to get at least one piece of fruit from this pomegranate, which would be nice. If not, it's okay. I mean, it's still alive, and that's always the goal. It's an investment. It's an investment. You buy your fruit trees and bushes and whatnot, not because you think you're going to get fruit right away, because you may have a ton of fruit, something may happen, and you may get nothing or very little. So I've got a few leaves. Okay. So let's see what's next. It's right behind here. It is this. The pineapple mint. I harvest off of this pineapple mint regularly because I usually have hot tea in the morning, and I usually come out here and get this mint and add it with various different things. So I'm going to take a swig of this, and I've decided that I'm just going to take a part of it with all the leaves on it, and I'm going to throw the stem in and everything. So not a lot, don't want it to overpower it. Just about this much right here. And that's going to go with those. Maybe I'll get a little bit more. just to kind of make sure I got it. Like I said, I've been harvesting off this. I think I'll take this much, a little bit more, and boom. So got a nice little bit right there. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna get. Let me think. Okay guys, I decided to go with this small key lime mint. I'm gonna get a few of these leaves too. I'm trying to keep everything fruity because I want to see when I make this tea if it has a fruity flavor to it. You got to be careful because this little joker has little thorns on it. So as I'm getting these leaves, I'm being particularly careful not to prick myself. I'm getting about maybe about 7 or 8 good sized leaves, and hopefully these will make a difference. So I got those. Alrighty, just about a few more. Okay, there we go. So I'm looking down at something and I'm going to add this to it as well. You see that down there in that orange pot? I'm going to get that. This is my calamondin right here. As you can see, it's full of stuff. I'm actually going to take some calamondin leaves off of here. But I'm also, I think I'm going to, now I was going to take a few of these calamondin oranges and put them in there. But no, I decided not to. I'll just keep them. But I'll take a few more of these leaves and we'll see how it goes. So I got a nice bowl full of leaves. And there we go. So I'm gonna head inside now and I'm gonna go ahead and get my tea going so I can bring it back outside and let the sun brew it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is dump all the leaves in, and then I'm gonna get some water and just sprinkle it over those leaves. Then I'm going to put it in here and let it sit. Now this leaf right here has to come out. You see that? That's got to come out. But the rest of the leaves look pretty good. Let's fill it up with water so we can soak it. Got my little salad spinner, and when I finish, I'm going to go ahead on and spin them dry to put them in my jar. So let's let that soak. I'll be back after they've soaked for a while. Okay, so I've got my jar ready. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my water in. Just half full. And then you see I have my leaves. I'm going to move the jar out the way. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up, set that to the side, pour that water out, rinse this out a little bit, put it back in there. I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to spin these leaves dry. Hope I got the bowl in there correctly. Nope. This part always eludes me. I always end up having to adjust a little. Oh, there we go, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yep. Spin all that water off there. Okay. Set that to the side, and look. Not a lot of water. I'll put my jar back, And now I will put my leaves in. Got a few more here. These are the pomegranate leaves. They're so soft that they were sticking to the bowl. And so I'm trying to, see, they stick to the bowl. Just trying to get all of those in there. All right, I think that's good. Now for the tea bag I'm going to use. I'm back. I've got my leaves in my jar. I decided to use this natural tea that I have. It's decaf. This is lemongrass and ginger. So I will stick that in there. And I'm just going to take the string off and just dump the whole thing in. And then I'm going to add to that this is chamomile or chamomile and lavender. So I think this will all go with the theme of the leaves that I've chosen. And I will just dump it in there. Boom. And one more. This is chamomile and vanilla. So I'm going to throw that in there. Close it. Swish it around and stick it out in the sun. All right, y'all. It's time to go outside and check that sun tea. Let's go. All right. There it is. Wow, look at that. Guys, it's really brewing. That's my sun tea. It's been out here for about maybe an hour. So I'm gonna let it stay for a little bit longer and then check it out. But that's it. So I'm super excited. I brought my sun tea in and I'm ready to try it. I've got my cheesecloth strainer to strain it. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of honey. And that is natural, local honey. By the way, let's pour this. Let me bring you guys closer so that you can see exactly what it looks like. Oh, I need to get the honey. Just a little bit. Stir that in there. Let me close this up. I'm super excited to see what this tastes like. I'm gonna close this back. And let's see what it tastes like. Wow. Wow, I'm impressed. It tastes really good. I am super impressed. This tea is delicious. Delicious. I'm sold. I'm sold. This tastes fantastic. This really does. I'm going to strain it, the rest of this, and I'm going to put it in the fridge. I'm sure it will taste delicious cold. Right now it's not hot, but it's warm, and I can tell if it was cold it would taste good. But anyway, here is my sun tea. Delicious. I thoroughly enjoyed this challenge. So if you want to make some sun tea, then go ahead. So I'm going to pass this challenge on to Micro Farmer, Miss Shirley O.G. Ma, Cheryl Faulkner, Angela's Busy Bee, and anyone else that has not made the sun tea and has not been part of the Sun Tea Challenge that hasn't been tagged, go ahead and make some sun tea. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it, especially if it's sun tea.